your physics classes. So let's start. Today I have taken the topic of class 11, being unit and dimension. It is the very first topic of class 11, being unit and dimensions. So let's start with the first word that is associated with unit. What is this and why we need? Fine. I have written two questions. What is this and why we need it? This is the basic question of physics. If you want to teach or read the physics, these two questions are always important. It gives you the very basic idea about the chapter, even topic. Fine. So instead of cramming or remembering anything, you have to just think about what and why. Then you can understand this topic. Fine. So let's start with the topic unit. First question is unit की जरूरत क्या है और ये है क्या? So let's suppose I am giving a condition. You have to measure the length. I will say what is the length of this marker. What can you see? You can say any desert like 1, 2 meter, centimeter, millimeter. Suppose this is not. How can you use 2, 3, 4 to define a particular length? Fine. So unit is important to define any amount or quantity of a substance. किसी भी substance को या फिर किसी भी चीज की amount और values को बताने के लिए हमें units की जरूरत है. Without unit, it is a meaningless. If I say length of this marker is 2, it can be 2 meters, centimeter. If this is not present, you cannot define. So first, what is unit and why we need it? The answer gives you. Unit is a value, or you can say it is very important to define a specific amount of or a specific quantity of a very substance. That's why we need units. Dimension, we will discuss this in this chapter later on. First, focus on units. Now, we have understand what is unit and why we need it. Second thing is how we use or what type of units it is. Fine. So basically we define broadly into two parts of units. First is known as fundamental units. Second is called your derived units. What is the difference between them? I'm going to list there. Fundamental, this is independent of what does it mean? Independent means it does not depend on each other. For example, if I say length and mass, both are independent to each other. Find how many fundamental quantities are like this? 7 fundamental quantities. And second is derived quantities. All the derived quantities are based or dependent from fundamental quantities. For example, if I say what is the unit of speed, you will say, you all have studied in earlier class, it's meter per second. It may be kilometer per hour. Fine. Meter is the unit of length. Again, second is the unit of time. That time is independent quantity. So speed is made up of from fundamental quantities. That is, first is meter means length. Second is second and time. So the main difference between derived units and the fundamental units. Fundamental units are independent to each other, while derived units are dependent on the fundamental units. Now, how many fundamental units are there? So, in our syllabus or universally accepted, there are only 7 fundamental units. And using all these 7 fundamental units, we can define all the units that we will use in physics till class 12th. For example, First fundamental unit, we have to measure the length, that is meter. Second, you have to measure the mass, that is your kg. Third unit is your time, that is your seconds. Fourth unit is current, measured in amperes. The fifth unit is number of particles or moles, that is your moles. Third unit, first, two, three, four, five. Sixth one is luminous intensity. Unit is candela, but it is not used in our class 11, 12. You just have to remember this luminous intensity as a candela. We have defined mass, length, time, current, number of particles. Its your luminous intensity is candela. These are the fundamental units. There are again two more units for angle. This is radians and solid angle. This is steradian. You just have to remember these are just supplementary. Fine. So these are your fundamentals unit. Using this, even in class 11th mechanics, we have to use only this mass, length, and time. Fine. We have to use just mass, length, and time. Now talk about derived units. Derived units all are measured from this. For example, if I say I have to define velocity, what is the unit of velocity? I have to define acceleration, what is the unit of acceleration? Suppose I have to define ratio of volume, again density. We have to find the unit of all these quantities. Fine. So you know the formula velocity is nothing but your distance or displacement upon time. What is distance? Distance is measured in meter or time is measured in second. Unit is meter per second. Let's rub this side. Second is your acceleration. Fine. We know acceleration is defined as change in velocity upon time. What is change in velocity? We have already found that is meter per second. Second, it means meter per second square. What is the unit of volume? We know volume is what? Length into breadth into height. What will be its unit? Length is measured in meters. Breadth is also measured in meters. Height is also measured. It means it will be meter cube. Fine. If we talk about density, density is defined as mass upon volume. Mass is measured, we have seen in fundamental quantity in kg. What is the unit of meter cube? This is your kg per meter cube. So no need to remember all the units of this. You just know the formula, you can found this. Fine. Now, by pausing the video, first find the unit of momentum. Second, what will be the unit of force? Third, what is the unit of force? Work. Do it yourself.